Hello everybody, my name is Heather and today we are going to talk about what I will be reading in August. And it is going to be a pirate theme and I'm really excited. This is going to be so much fun. I had a poll and all 3 people that voted voted for pirates, and I'm really glad because that's the one I wanted anyway. So the pirate theme came about, or the pirate theme idea came about because I had 3 books in particular that had pirates in them, and so it led me to be like, you know what, let's do a pirate theme next month. And so I decided to do that, and I was like, what am I going to name it? So I named it Arrrgust. My husband says it's really corny and he called me a nerd, but you know what, I thought it was absolutely hilarious, and so I'm keeping it. So for Arrrgust, we will be reading 3 books in particular to start out with, and then I will choose from the list of at least 18 to 20 other pirate books that I can find at the library, hopefully. The first book is Tress of the Emerald Isle. It is by Brandon Sanderson, and it is a Princess Bride type style book, and I love the Princess Bride, so I want to read this one. I've wanted to read it for the past couple months, but now I'm finally going to get to read it, and I am really excited because I love the Princess Bride. And yeah, that's also on my list. So next, the second book that caught my attention was The Heart of the Sea. It actually comes out on August 2nd, and it is a pirate fantasy romance book, and it has an absolutely gorgeous cover, and I'm excited to read it, and I can't wait for it to come out so I can get it and read it. It's going to be amazing. Hopefully hopefully it'll be amazing as that cover. Next, the third one that drew my attention was called The Wager. It is about it is based off of real events that have happened about a mutiny that happens on a British naval ship, and they turn pirate. So that one, those 3 were the ones that piqued my interest, and then I started researching and I came out to a much longer list of pirate books than I can possibly read this month, and it's going to be so much fun. First, I will go over the books that I don't really know anything about, and I'll just read them off and let you know, because I forgot to write little synopses of them next to it, and I just forgot what they were about. The first one was The Adventures of Amina Sarafi. The second one is Frenchman's Creek. The next is Assassin's Curse. Then it is House of Salt and Sorrows, Dark Shores, and then the last one is Sea of Kings. And I do know Sea of Kings is actually middle grade, so I may get that one. I'm trying to get a whole variety of books. So I want to do classic, I want to do nonfiction, I want to do adult fiction, middle grade, and YA. I want to have a whole variety of books just to read, so I can give recommendations to everybody, every age group, for something piratey. So next I'm going to list off books that I actually do know a little bit about, but I don't know a whole lot about. I just wrote little small notes next to it, and it's just not a whole lot. Deep as the Sky, Red is the Sea. It is about the most infamous female Chinese pirate that has existed. Next, we have On Stranger Tides, which is what the Pirate of the Caribbean movies were actually based off of. And then we have a young adult book called Daughter of the Pirate King. I don't have a whole lot of information on that one other than it's young adult and it is fantasy and pirates. I should have put that one on the other list. I didn't mark it. Then we have the Republic of Pirates, which is nonfiction, and it goes over the lives and lore of real pirates that have existed, as well as going over some of the darker themes of what pirates actually did. And I have seen that it is pretty dark in some areas, so I may have to space this one out between fun stories, and that's okay. But I do know that there were trigger warnings to this book, so I will definitely have to be mindful of that. Then we have a high fantasy trilogy called the Live Ship Traitors, and I may not read this one. I'm probably not going to read this one this month. It is pretty long, and I just got finished with Mistborn, and that one was pretty long, and I'm not ready to get into another long series, which is okay, but I do still want to read it eventually, so I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. Next, I have Peter and the Starcatchers, which is a middle grade fantasy. It is supposed to be a Peter Pan retelling, and it's supposed to be really, really funny, and I'm really excited to read this one. I think this one is also middle grade, but I'm not sure, so I'll have to see. I can't remember if it is or not. And then, of course, I have classics, which are Treasure Island, The Princess Bride, and Peter Pan. I have read both Treasure Island and The Princess Bride, but I have not read Peter Pan. So any of those are really up for grabs. I'm leaning more towards either Princess Bride or Peter Pan. Princess Bride because I love it so much, and Peter Pan because I haven't read it, and I am kind of interested to see exactly what the actual book is about and not just the Disney telling of it. And then, of course, we have manga. There is one manga in particular, and everybody probably already knows what it is. It is about pirates, and you cannot have a pirate theme without having this manga in it. I have already watched the anime. I am completely caught up with it and really excited to read the manga, and that is One Piece. I know I watched the anime before I read the manga, but you know what? It's okay. It is one of mine and my husband's favorite animes out there, so I am excited to read the manga and see what the differences are and why some of the manga readers don't actually care for the anime. And really, I may do a compare and contrast eventually, but I am excited to read it. I enjoy One Piece so much. All of the gang, it's just amazing. So I just can't. I couldn't do it. Couldn't have a pirate theme without One Piece. But those are all the books that I have listed. Which ones I will actually read, I don't know. We'll find out as it goes. I just wanted to write down as many pirate books as I possibly can or could, and I did. And it ended up being more than I actually thought. I really didn't think that there would be that many pirate books out there, but there are. And I didn't know that. And there's more that are out there that I didn't write down and I still want to read. But that's everything that I have. Let me know if you're going to join me for Arrrgust. And it cracks me up. I'm sorry. I crack myself up sometimes. And if you have any recommendations for pirate books, please leave those in the comments as well. And I'm excited for this month, and I hope you will all join me, and I will see you next time. Bye.